everybody? Welcome back to another Lazy Sunday Out of the Basement live stream. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
Sup, guys?
And today it's time for some May 4th Hasbro Pulse Fanstream predictions.
Yeah, because there is a May 3rd stream, because they're doing it the day before May 4th, so it'll be Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Doing a fan stream, a Hasbro Pulse fan stream, so prediction time.
Yeah, you know we love our predictions. But yeah, also Jedi Survivor is finally out, so happy Jedi Survivor weekend, everybody.
True.
I know I've been playing. I've been having a lot of fun. Not too far into the game just yet. Justin, not playing the game because you're a fake Star Wars fan?
Yeah. I hate Cal. I hate Cal Kestis.
I knew it. Right here. See? Chat.
No,
More proof every day.
I had no idea it was a new, most current gen only game. Because I don't have the Xbox One. I have the Xbox One X, which is 4K HDR. I didn't know that we were that far ahead to where it's like, oh, we're not making this game for old. It's like I have a PS2 when the PS3 came out. It's like, that's not the same thing at all. That's not the same thing at all.
Gotta get that Series X. Gotta get that Series X. Or PS5, I guess, if you're a PlayStation person for some reason. But yeah, what's up, everybody? We've got 107 people in here already. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you are new.
Yeah.
Let's start out like how we always do, Justin, and say what's up to everyone that's joined us so far in the chat, shall we? We got Big Bendu first. Yo. I like it.
You are
I
first.
like it.
You are first.
We have I Like Mandalorians, dropping some historical knowledge here, I suppose.
What up?
We got 80s Kid from the 90s. How's it going? Anyone planning on getting a Blue Star Milk Latte? Is that a thing?
Is that like from Starbucks or something?
Right. Good evening, Wayne Duckett. We also got John McGuire. We have Kobe in here as well, saying, hello there, Nate and Justin. I'm starting to think Starkiller was a bait leak, and he isn't coming.
Yeah, I just like putting him in the thumbnail.
I mean, yeah, you gotta...
And
people see Starkiller, they click, so no matter what...
it is an actual rumor from Yakface, but you are right, because we do have it on good authority that they have intentionally leaked false things. Although, why would you leak something that's, like, highly desirable, like... if it's false, like, why would you even plant such a blue-balled seed, if you will?
Yeah, I think Starkiller would be a horrible idea to do that with.
Like, yeah, let's trick them with, like, this super desirable, everyone wants it sort of character.
Dan, Darth Educator, welcome. Happy to see you today. So excited to see all of our predictions come true. Yes, every single one.
Oh, they're coming true.
Every single one.
They're coming true.
Master Ben 95, welcome to the stream.
What's up?
We also have Arthur Henderson and Not Obi-Wan. There better be no spoilers for Jedi Survivor here, or I swear to God I'm coming to your house and destroying every single figure you have. Game is awesome, by the way. Yeah, definitely no spoilers in the chat for Jedi Survivor today, please.
I haven't even played. I can't!
Let's just put it this way. If you put any spoilers in the stream today, we're just going to put you in timeout automatically, so don't do it.
Yeah, we had to do that a few times for Mando.
Yeah.
So we're not scared.
Yeah, so here's your one and only warning. Sorry for anyone that joins late, but there you go. Action Figure Podcast, welcome. We also got Sandy Cheeks here. Happy Lazy Sunday. What are you guys doing for the 4th?
Working.
Yeah, going to work.
But at my job, you get to wear your favorite Star Wars top.
Ooh, how exciting.
So you know I'll be wearing my Max Rebo Band shirt, and everyone's going to be like, is that even a Star Wars shirt?
Yes.
You know, deep cut. We love our deep cuts, so.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
What's up, Master Razzie? Who is enjoying Jedi Survivor? Me. I'm digging it. I just beat the first little planet section, I suppose you could call it. What's up, Donnie Cassidy, watching from Ireland, ready for another Lazy Sunday live stream. Well, greetings. What's up, Tom? How's it going? I'm taking a Hail Mary with my predictions. Pong Krell. A man can dream.
Mini B?
A man can dream. What's up, Dank Ches? We also have Infernal Hippo and Brett on Fett. Gamerzone 24, Fractured Fett, James Wade, Soup Dragon, Demon 888.
Yo.
We also have Ivan in here.
Ivan?
Ivan, how about those SH Figure Arts Berserk figures?
Yeah.
Jeff W, what's up? May the 4th be with you as well.
It's coming. It's coming.
Gentugo, how's it going? We also have Jason Hauser in here. Benny, James Vincent, Dill 007. Zooboy here. What's up, guys? Play any Jedi Survivor yet? Amazon delayed my copy until Tuesday.
What are you doing ordering video games on Amazon? What are you doing?
We'll have to leave early today as I'm seeing Return of the Jedi in theaters in an hour. Nice. Very nice. I am also seeing Return of the Jedi after this very stream. Yeah. Because unlike Justin, I'm not a fake-ass Star Wars fan.
I'm at a fork in the road, if that's even the right term, because Lucy hasn't seen the OT. So I don't want to take her just to see Return of the Jedi, because she hasn't seen Star Wars or Empire.
She'll catch on. She'll catch on.
Yeah. Good versus evil, that's all you really need to know.
But here's the real thing. I can't believe you are this deep into your relationship with Lucy, and you have still not shown her the original trilogy.
True.
What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on?
What we're actually waiting on is until we live together. For some reason, we made a stupid pact, and she's holding to it, that once we live together, she will watch. Like, that's going to be the very first thing that we do, is I'm going to put in the OT on my flash drive, because it's got to be Harmy's despecialized, of course.
Right.
So that it'll happen. But we do watch Mando, so like she has seen The Mandalorian and like Bad Batch and stuff. So I mean, I don't even think you would need to have watched Star Wars to watch The Mandalorian. It's just Din and Grogu going on adventures.
Right.
That's all you need to know.
All right. I'll let you off the hook this time. What's up, Norsky? We also got Paul in here. And Jay Martin. What's up, Jay? Nice to see you, buddy. Tim Yu. CT41. We got Zeb Witt. Will the upcoming Commander Oppo be based off the Hot Toys figure? Maybe.
It's there. How many different versions of Appo are there? There's so many.
Right. 90s Nerd Life. What's up? We also have William Owens in here. David Klink. What's up? We got Return to the Jedi.
Yup.
Side Quester. Phase 2 Action Review. Dev W. Love you, Nightbot. Who doesn't love Nightbot?
Nightbot is chill. He's chill dude.
What's up, James? We also got Brian in here. Along with Caleb W. Dr. Board. We got Titter. Six Society. Mr. Coffee. Brent Dozerman. We got a lot of people. Neil Mox. Left Coast. Hammerhead.
Dude, I think Moma Nadon is coming as a result of that Doc Ondar figure.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, who knows? It might even be Moma Nadon under the soft goods. I mean, I'm sure it isn't, but it'd kind of be clever.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Kind of be clever to just sculpt the Moma Nadon and then put the Doc Ondar soft goods over it.
Yeah, like I will not be surprised if that is exactly what happens, and when we get Doc and we pull the soft goods off, you could just see the unpainted sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
That would make the most sense to me. Also got Piercing Bullet in here as well. What's up, buddy? Risk Llama. Master Jedi Trader 420. Got Gyros. I Am All the Sith. And Mr. Coffee, thanks for joining on that channel membership. Appreciate you.
Thank you, mister.
Ooh, Dr. Board coming in with a hot spoiler.
Ban him now.
is in the game. Shadow Dragon, welcome to the stream. What's up, everybody? Nice to see you. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It's good to see you all.
I see Lukeness, and I see Landspeeder Luke. Commenting one after the other. Are they the same person?
All I'm saying is I've never seen them in the same room together.
mean, I agree. I agree. Julio, hello. Yeah, so laid back stream, not a whole heck of a lot. Well, there's no news.
There's literally nothing. There's nothing. Well, at least in the realm of Star Wars.
Right. So, I mean, I guess this is news that they are doing a stream on May 3rd, 11 a.m. Eastern. That is Wednesday, so we will be doing our recording of Figure It Out on Wednesday as opposed to Tuesday, so we can cover that. That'll be on the Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel.
Nice.
So be sure to watch that and go in the comment section if you dare.
If you dare. Yeah.
Here it is.
Hey.
May 3rd, they're doing it, but yeah. Whatever. I don't care.
We'll see.
Just
what
give
we
me
get.
the reveals.
For real. And we got to say thank you to Psycho Emerald here for the $7 super chat. Thank you, Psycho. They say, hey guys, a little channel support for you. Also, I'm going to try to get into streaming myself, and I'm curious what webcam you guys would recommend. So, your microphone's on mute, Justin.
That's because the dogs were barking, but I was literally about to pull off my camera and show the screen. I'm like, wait,
so
I can't do that.
I think we have the same camera, just yours is like a slightly newer model, I think. I have the Logitech 1080p, like standard USB webcam.
Like C9250, it's like some weird serial number like that.
It is literally like the most common basic webcam you could possibly get.
Yeah, Logitech.
It's good quality. Obviously,
straight to the USB.
It's really easy to use, and StreamYard, if you don't pay for it, is in 720p anyway, so you don't really need like a 4K webcam or anything like that if you're going to stream with StreamYard. So
that's true, because StreamYard wants you to pay for like the ultra super deluxe version if you want to actually do 1080p.
Yeah, because we do pay for StreamYard, but we don't pay the super ultimate deluxe amount, and we still don't get 1080p.
Yeah, but it's nice to have the customization that StreamYard has with like your logo and overlays, like our little Lazy Sunday, like Knights of the Old Republic font logo in the top left. It's just cool. I like it's just more of a legitimate feeling than the StreamYard duck, the stupid ass duck that they make you use. But yeah, thank you for the channel support.
Appreciate it.
So, yeah, literally no news. So we can just talk about our predictions. So one thing I wanted to go through with you guys is just all the stuff that is currently pipelined. So let's see here. This first one is stupid. This is starting to get like dumb, in my opinion. So I'll try to go in chronological order. So as far as currently pipeline things, to put this in perspective, this was July of 2022 SDCC. Literally San Diego Comic-Con of 2022. Din with the Darksaber. And during SDCC, they claimed that this was going to be a brand new sculpt for Mando. I'm 100% down for a new Mando. We're going to probably get the deep cut single joints as opposed to the double joint of the legs, so we can eliminate those pins. Just better articulation, hopefully a way better helmet, Darksaber, maybe the spear, since he's... Is that the spear poking out back here?
Yeah, Beskar spear. I mean, they might as well throw it in there. I mean, they have one sculpted, so why not reuse it again?
Yeah. So, I'm 100% down for this, but I just think it's really weird that this was pipelined in July of 2022. And this Mando would... It's surprising that we didn't see it, because all of these Mando Mania reveals, which I know you also wanted to do a little recap of Mando Mania, we were so convinced that they were going to show this because this is a screenshot from Book of Boba Fett.
Right.
So we thought that it was going to be a Book of Boba Fett release for Mandomania. Nice, Eric. We're going too. Yes, please, Soft Goods Kate. Please. But yeah, Mando. I could see them finally revealing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have our favorite.
Ooh.
Clone Wars mini beat. Can we finally see this? This was also pipeline last year.
Mm-hmm. Still have yet to see any of these figures. Well, of course we saw Omega, but we're focusing on the Clone Wars stuff.
Yeah, so May 4th, supposed to be hype, supposed to bring the people together. I think we're all frothing at the mouth for these Clone Wars figures. Particularly the Magna Guard. Let me see that Magna Guard.
Yeah, I really want to see what they're going to do with it. I'm hoping for soft goods, but I will not be surprised if it is a soft plastic piece.
Yeah, I hope it's soft goods as well. Phase 2 clone. Chris from the design team did say that it should be a new helmet, which doesn't make any sense. Like, what are they going to do? Put a theatrical helmet on the animated style body?
Yeah. I guess. Maybe.
We'll get there, Kobe. We'll get there. And then also Ahsoka, which would be great to get her actual Clone Wars look.
Right.
And then, I don't think we'll see this, because I don't think it's soon enough, but where is it? Jeez. We also have Malgus.
Yeah.
Which, this was pipelined very recently, but we've already seen Luke and Grogu build up and the Ahsoka helmet, so, like, who knows?
Right. Is Malgus closer than we think? Or are they waiting for, like, a specific time to drop Malgus? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, she'll have the butters. If Clone Wars Season 7 has the butters, she'll have the butters.
Yeah.
She'll be a new sculpt, for sure. I hope.
Yeah, please. At least redo the legs. For the love of anything.
I mean, true. I know I said that as well, because it was the guy from Star Wars The Black Series Instagram page who asked, and it was specifically a Black Series question, but he may have been talking about the new TVC clone.
Yeah.
God. If they seriously release that Phase 2 clone on the animated helmet without the black line,
Oof. That'll be painful. We need the black line.
Do you guys like pipelines? Would you rather them just reveal it as a surprise? I don't care. I just want the figure.
Yeah. I think pipeline is good just for the sake of letting people know, like, what is coming a little bit further down the road. I mean, that's kind of the whole reason they started the pipeline stuff, was because they, like, were only sticking to, like, figures that they had, like, ready to show off. So people were just, like, you know, going through kind of like the motions that they go through today, where they're like, oh, nothing's being revealed. They're like, we're not seeing anything, or we want this character, or we want that character. So, like, the pipeline was kind of, like, started as a response to that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really care about the streams, the pipelines. It's just I want to see the figures. I want them to get revealed. I don't really care how. So, if that answers your question, what would be your most wanted figure that you doubt will ever happen?
Ooh, Spider Leg Maul. Yeah, that would be a good one, but
Savage?
You're totally right. You know, honestly, I replied to a comment the other day of someone asking for Savage, and I think I am at that point where I feel like we might never get Savage.
Do you want to know what I think? And I was going to say this earlier when someone was... Oh, Ponkrell. Someone suggested Ponkrell. You know what I'm starting to think? I think the design team is pitching these things, and whatever suit is like... Because obviously all these ideas, all these concepts are pending license or approval over at Daddy Lucasfilm or Disney or whatever. I feel like they're just starting to go, who? when it's like, oh, do you think we can make an Embo? They're like, who?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
how
is
about
that?
Savage Opress? Who's that? That's not Luke Skywalker. This is Star Wars. Like, what are you talking? Like, I'm genuinely starting to think they just don't know who the characters are. Mm-hmm. Because it's Clone Wars is huge, but it is like deep cut. If that makes sense. Like an Embo is a deep cut. Pong Krell, like if you ask your average fan who Pong Krell is, they're not gonna know. Right. But then it's like, who is the Black Series for? Is it for the adult collector? Which, in my opinion, it is. Mm-hmm. And Hasbro even refers to Black Series as the adult collector line. But I don't know. According to some people like Spectre Creative, the majority of sales are made up by children, which I just find incredibly hard to believe.
At least for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dirge will never happen. Dirge would be great to see, though. I'd love Dirge. Sean? Sean?
They're never going to make that either.
Nope. 0% chance of a Darth Talon.
And it doesn't represent... Like, so someone like Spectre Creative, who has experience in the industry, says that these, like, 6-inch lines that show up on store shelves, they're supposed to act as billboard, like, I think the quote is, like, billboards for their product. So it's, like, I think it's just harder to get that sort of stuff approved because it's not from The Mandalorian. It's not from Andor. Like, it's kind of what we always say about, like, new media was king. Because, like, I was thinking about it. Like, Mandalorian Fleet Commander, like, I'm going to get it. I love rando Mandos, but I think it's just kind of wild that we would get such a specific character who has, like, one word of dialogue over, like, other super iconic things that we need, like Super Battle Droid. Which is also from The Mandalorian, so they could use that excuse, like, oh, this is in The Mandalorian.
Yep. And really not really a spoiler because it's right at the beginning of the game, but the Super Battle Droid is also right at the beginning of Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, they were all in the trailer, so that's fine.
So,
like a lot of the Separatist droids.
I feel like there is so much Super Battle Droid love in current media right now that it's kind of like, honestly, getting a little ridiculous that we haven't seen any Super Battle Droid yet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree. We need Revenge of the Sith figures. Mm-hmm. I hope they do, because you guys were talking about our predictions that aren't pipelined. Mm-hmm. I think more Mandalorian figures could be on the way since we've gone through Season 3 without a single reveal from Season 3. Mm-hmm. Well, R5. But R5 was also in Book of Boba Fett.
Right.
So, I could see them doing more Mando figures. I know Jayhawk Jedi and I were kind of talking about it. I don't know if they're in the chat. And I've talked about this before, but how I've eased up on new media stuff, like stuff from The Mandalorian, even though I love The Mandalorian, stuff from Andor, even though I loved Andor, Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett, Bad Batch even, because it's such a high precedence, like it's such a high priority for them that it's like all they do now. Like Mandomania. I mean, it's literally just another event dedicated to nothing but new media.
Right.
And it's just like, I'm getting a little fatigued with the new media stuff. Mm-hmm. Which I thought it was funny, the Modern Toy Fair, when there's one guy who like really likes TVC, and he was like, you guys need to shut up about the new media, because like he wants it to stay as is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I actually agree with that, because I think like TVC fans are always like, we need more Andor figure. We need more, like Black Series has 14 Kenobi figures. I'm like, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, because then all those great OT aliens and prequel clone troopers and Jedi are going to go bye-bye.
Yeah, it's like, and I've said this before too, it's like I would rather switch character selection with TVC. Like, give me that
True.
OT. Like, they got like a Zutton.
Yeah.
And, like, they got all those ARC troopers. They have like an infinite amount of ARC troopers. I'm like, yeah, let's switch. You get Vel, which they are actually getting Vel, but
Yeah.
you can have Luthen and Mon Mothma. I'll take all the ARC troopers. I mean,
Yeah,
I will gladly switch.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me.
Yeah. Oh, here he is. It says, yep, I have the Andor figs and I have the Book of Boba Fett stuff on pre-order, but I have major new media fatigue now. No more purchases for new media for me. My shelves are way out of balance as it is. And yeah, that's the thing, is when I think of Star Wars, like these new shows and stuff haven't been around long enough for them to just have the same, like, oh, when I think of Star Wars, I don't really think of The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
I think of the OT prequel era stuff. I mean, me too, but like, I want to Return the Jedi, Mon Mothma.
Yeah. I don't really want the Andor Mon Mothma. And I just don't really like what they did with that figure, because you really cannot pose it at all. She has to be standing completely still with her arms down because of the way they sculpted the sleeves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me that Imperial Gunner.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a TVC figure, and Lobot, which is also a TVC figure.
Yep.
It's like, I'm down for a little character selection switch, if that's what you want. But yeah. I guess we do have the Rebels crew, and they don't.
Yeah.
And Bad Batch. Which Bad Batch is new media.
Well, I mean, Hunter's coming to TVC, so...
True, but we have all the looks. We have both... We have the entire crew and both looks of the entire crew.
Yeah, but you know what that TVC Hunter figure has that the Black Series one doesn't?
Knee pads?
Correct knee pads.
True.
What's up, Steve-O?
Lobot would definitely pegworm, and that's what I'm saying, like, is it like a generational thing? Like, it would be so interesting to see, like, the analytical sales data of who is buying TBC and who is buying Black Series.
Yeah.
Because Hasbro is out of touch. They have no idea what they're talking about when they say Black Series is for the dads and TVC is for the children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is not the case in the slightest.
Yeah. I honestly don't think that many kids are buying either line, really.
Right. I think it wouldn't surprise me if the younger generation, and when I mean younger generation, I still mean adults.
Right.
Who have disposable income, are more prequel heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Compared, and we've seen Figure and Dan pegworming. That's a crime against humanity. First of all, an army builder,
and going on, clearances low as $10 or less.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
Yep.
I definitely agree. I think it's odd too, because I'm not old. I'm 27, and the OT is like the holy trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
It's the highest priority. And it's like, I wasn't alive when those movies came out, so it's not even like a blind nostalgia thing. It's just like OT respect is like going down with people who are even younger than me, and it is kind of sad to see.
Oh yeah, I mean, you even go a couple years younger than you, and you've got people slandering the original trilogy simply because they're old
And boring. It's not as high a resolution as it is today, so that means it's bad.
The special effects being actual little models, stupid. I'd rather have dated CGI.
And it's like, I can't help that they will buy nothing other than clones. If it's not a clone trooper, they're not buying. I am sick of that sort of mentality. And Lukeness, I know you're in the chat. The Lukeness monster audience voting for like the clone trooper repaints over like these brand new sculpts that we could be getting. Like, Oh my gosh, I'm still pissed off at those poll results. Like the fact that some of them were even close to. I want Clone Trooper repaint over Super Battle Droid, which that makes absolutely no sense.
Heck yeah. That's what it's all about.
But I know 1313 Tommy had the idea of like do these background OT aliens that will pegworm, put them as fan channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm down. Because yeah, like Ponda Baba, Evazan, they got the Ollie's treatment. Figuring he's down to $9.99, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
People got no respect.
Seeing Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan at Ollie's is a little painful because you know what that means. You know damn well what that means. Cantina aliens, bye-bye.
And it's so weird because that is like the essence. And I'm not even a Kenner. I was not alive. I was born in 95. Like I saw Star Wars in the early 2000s. I was not around for any of that stuff, and I'm not a Kenner guy.
Oh shit, look who it is. It's Balls.
But like the very essence of Star Wars collecting is like the background funny, silly alien side of things. Like with how deep Kenner went with all those classic Kenner figures. You know, Snaggletooth, like literally everyone. Yeah. Like, it's like, that's the essence of, like, that is what kickstarted this whole thing. Like, Star Wars was like the first movie that discovered, oh man, we can sell toys that are like associated with the movie. Mm-hmm. Like, Star Wars, I'm pretty sure, is credited with being like the first huge, like, oh, we can merchandise with like big Hollywood movies.
Right.
So I give it to me now. I want it. I don't care if it's fan channel. I think that's a good idea because you don't really see it firsthand if it's peg warming. It's just like let them have the stock.
Yep. I do want to quickly say thank you to Mr. Grudge and Lazy Jawa, both gifted 5 subs apiece.
Ooh, thank you.
Very nice.
I didn't even see that.
Thank you.
Because those don't show up on StreamYard for some reason.
Yeah. I just happened to see a couple people thanking them, so I popped over to the real chat. So thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
But I don't even know where this conversation started or where it was supposed to go.
We're just talking.
But yeah, that is like genuinely one of the most annoying. Because people say, out of the basement, they just blindly love everything. And it's like, I choose not to buy so much because that is the most annoying thing. And that is the single worst thing about the Black Series is that they're tied. Their hands are tied and they have to do new media, new media, new media, new media. And it's so annoying.
Yeah. So
that is the worst thing, is character selection. Definitely the single worst thing about the Black Series.
So let me ask you some hypotheticals.
Yeah, I want polls. They used to do polls. They used to do votes.
I think we could possibly see some stuff from Ahsoka, some maybe very basic figures. So what are you thinking about the new media Ahsoka figures? Like, would you buy an updated Rebels crew?
See, I think I would rather have like their later season looks just from actual Rebels. Like, I still want Buzzcut, Ezra, Blind Kanan, Rebels specific Maul. I mean, Sabine, her hair changes, but does her armor change?
Yeah, she paints it differently.
Yeah,
at the very least.
If they chose not to do that one, that's fine. Like, whatever. But I think I would just rather see the later season looks for them. Because, again, it's just, like, new media fatigue. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is true. It's like the archive fan vote. They ended up releasing every single one, with the exception of Slave Outfit Princess Leia.
Yeah.
they did that poll and there was so many options, but they literally re-released every single one anyway, so it didn't really matter what you voted for. But yeah, I could definitely see them doing Ahsoka figures. They'll probably do the dark side Force users, because I don't think they're Sith. They're like
Yeah. Well, they have
Dark.
orange. They have orange
Yeah.
lightsabers, so
dark side assassin in the same vein as like the Inquisitors, and
yeah. A lot of people calling for that Chopper re-release.
Sure.
Yeah. Chopper is a pricey droid.
Yeah.
I am the Sith. New media is like anything Disney owned, so I guess technically from Rebels to now.
Yeah. Rebels was like, what, 2014? It's like old enough to where I'm like, we can go back. Like, we
Yeah.
need like
Well,
Agent
that-
Callus and
I mean, that was technically the first new media thing because it was
Yeah.
on Disney XD.
yeah. Basically, yeah, pretty much anything Disney Plus or Disney like sequel trilogy, any of their Disney Plus series, any of their animated series, live action, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have. The first Mandalorian figure was available before the show aired.
Yeah.
And technically Cal Kestis from in that same wave. That was before Jedi Fallen Order came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pipelined.
Yes, Darth Malgus is confirmed. Going to come out at some point. But okay, so which Agent Callus would you want, Justin? Would you want
I'd go Imperial.
Imp? Yeah, I was gonna say I think that'd be the way to go.
Because we don't have any of their other later looks. It's like all just their
True,
base
that's a
season
very
1
very fair point.
looks.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem, Eric. It's having the ability to detect quality. I like it. Doesn't matter how old it is or if you saw it in the theater. You should be able to think critically and realize the quality of something, even if it's old.
Yeah. What do you think, Justin, about a new Ventress? Or are you just satisfied with the one Ventress we have?
I like the one we have. It's a modern Black Series figure. It has deep cut single butters, nice soft good. It's actually a really great figure.
Yeah, it's just like
Unless they mean a different outfit.
right. Well, that's what I would imagine. Different outfit. I'd take a Tartakovsky Clone Wars one with like the gray and black. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Jayhawk, I saw this and I tried to find information on this and I can't. I know George Lucas is still raking in money with Star Wars because when he sold Star Wars for $4 billion plus, half of that was in shares, like stocks. So over time, he is still making like net positive money raking in as a result of Star Wars. But he did sell everything. He sold the saga in its entirety, and I could not find, because I saw that video as well. And that's another thing. Like, I used to watch Spectre Creative very consistently,
Yeah.
but lately I'm just like, it might be a stretch, man. Like, I know he has experience in the industry, but I couldn't find anything about George getting royalties from characters that he created, because like they still do. Like, he created everything then from all 6 films, and they still make plenty from the OT. Like, they're always releasing Luke's and Vader's and Stormtroopers. So I'm like,
and yeah, Sean, the Boba tax actually doesn't make sense because of that. Because then that would mean Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, Darth Vader, all the other
C-3PO.
characters would also be more expensive if that was the justification behind it. I don't think that would apply to just Boba Fett.
Yeah, they've had an explanation of the Boba tax, and that wouldn't make any sense if it's a character because George created. Well, like you said, he literally created everyone else as well.
Yeah, Yeah, I definitely slowed down on the Spectre creative stuff. It seems like after that last like Motu controversy,
Yeah.
there's just been some real weird videos.
And I mean, it is possible that their information is outdated.
Look at that. Tony, I'm glad we're on the same page. I'm glad I'm not the only one feeling that way.
Mm. I mean, the information could be outdated. Who knows?
Well, in some ways it is outdated because he still stays on saying, 3 years to produce a figure, but we have people on like, the Hasbro Star Wars design team like Jing where she says it's 18 months.
Yeah.
So I would be more inclined to believe her because she's currently working in the industry versus, the guy that's been out of it for a little while.
Right, yeah. It makes sense. And again, I just don't buy the whole children make up the majority of 1/12 action figure.
Maybe for like Fortnite, Marvel, like stuff that like kids are into. Like
yeah, because the whole multiverse like McFarlane thing, because according to their sources, they outsold Marvel Legends, Black Series, etc. Mm-hmm. And the explanation of the birthday party purchase does make sense because I have genuinely witnessed, like, oh, does he have this one? Like, oh, this one's Batman. Mm-hmm. Because, like, we've talked about this before, how it's like, well, it's Batman, so a child will be happy with any iteration of Batman. They're not going to know, oh, it's issue 52 written by, like, whatever.
Right.
So but for Star Wars, and especially with price increases, $25 plus, and then all the deluxe stuff, like, I'm like, how would a child, I just don't know. I can't see it. Right. That's just my feelings, though, so obviously if there's some sort of analytical data that says otherwise, I would change my mind.
I mean, the example that I always use is you go back to your own childhood, or at least for me personally, I remember getting all the most random Batmans on planet Earth and having no idea what they were from or what it was, but I was like, it's Batman, so it's cool. I like this.
Right, you're not getting Luthen Rail from Andor as a kid and being like, who the hell is this random ass guy?
I'm getting Arctic Mission Batman with ice blasting battle action.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's just a cool figure.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Star Wars, even with like all the new media stuff, like, yeah, they know Din and Grogu, of course, but it's like, are they really buying, like I said, like Bix Kayleen? Mm-hmm. Like, what kid out there is buying Bix? Like, to me, it's just clearly like, this is for the adult collector.
Right, and I mean, even the people that are watching the show aren't buying the figures that enjoy it because they're just not toyetic.
Mm-hmm.
Fig, thank you so much for the $20. He says, speaking of Fortnite, would you guys buy a new tube Anakin if it came in the Fortnite line? I would not. My first choice. I would, but not my first choice by far to get a new Anakin figure. I believe
that wouldn't happen.
I'd buy it, but
I mean, yeah, of course I'd buy. If they actually came out with an Anakin Skywalker Revenge of the Sith action figure in the Fortnite line, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, the Fortnite figures are good. They're good stuff. Nicely articulated, at the very least.
I mean, yeah. I know you own Bix, but you're also not 10 years old. Right. That's what I'm talking about. Is like, because the claim is that we're such a minority. Like, the adult collector is like such a minority of overall purchases of said line.
Mm-hmm.
So like, are adults or are children like this high in adult? Like, that's the claim, that the majority of sales are made up by children.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I did see that video. I mean, it makes sense. What are you doing? You're skipping around. What are you?
It's back on there. It's back on.
I'm reading here.
Shut your mouth and keep going.
I'm gonna punch you through the screen and give you a bloody nose.
Do it. I dare you.
So yeah, I did see that video. it makes logical sense, but I would also take that with a grain of salt because the guy owns a store. He has a store, so of course he wants you to pay full price using his
Right.
store. Because clearance chicken has always been a thing.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I mean, the points he makes sense, but just knowing that he owns a store, it's like, well, of course, you don't want people to play clearance chicken. You want people to pay full price using your store, which you pay for pre-orders up front using that store. So it just doesn't, I don't know, doesn't surprise me.
Right. But yeah, I mean, like we've talked about it before. I could definitely see in production slowing back down to kind of the way things used to be. Now that there seems to definitely be a decent chunk of COVID collectors jumping, right back out of the hobby. So
Yeah. Some people treat hobbies like that. It's like a 1-year fling, and
Yep.
then it's like on to the next thing.
yeah, or a couple years, and then
Yeah.
once people kind of settle into the motions of action figure collecting and can't like take the more frustrating aspects of the hobby, like not being able to find the figure you want, even though these days that doesn't happen anymore. Like those days are gone, at least at the moment.
Yeah. So Spittle says the majority of sales are purchased for children by adults. I mean, that would make more sense than children being the ones making the purchase, but it's still kind of the same thing. Like, they're ending up in the hands of children.
Right.
I still don't buy it. I still don't buy that.
I mean, I have a pretty good way that I can actually, test this in our area, as my job requires me to go into, multiple people's homes multiple times a day. So I go to a lot of people's actual homes, and I don't see Black Series figures in the kids' toy box. I see Fortnite, I see Marvel, and not even really 6-inch figures. It's usually like the 10-inch, 5 points of articulation type stuff. So
Yeah.
it's and I honestly don't see too many. I see more Lego than anything, really. Lego seems to still just be the most dominating
That makes sense.
thing to collect for kids and adults.
That makes sense. Rumors circulating on Facebook collecting groups that after Return of the Jedi anniversary this year, that Hasbro is cutting back on releasing OT figures. Anyone else hearing this? Nah. I don't think they'll ever ease up on OT.
Yeah, because I feel like those are your guaranteed sales. Like, especially,
Lando.
new... Okay, but I mean, like,
Yeah, I know.
every day there's at least someone getting into the hobby, and they need a Luke, they need a Leia, they need a Han.
Vader.
Right. But,
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, you could kind of already say, like, it's cutting back just due to the release of new media stuff.
Do it, David, do it. I've been waiting for a new end of the haul video. Want to do a video on COVID collectors? Yeah, I mean, because 2020, that's when COVID really hit, and that is also at the same time when the Black Series really stepped up their game to what it was before. Which I wish COVID collectors would understand how good they have it. And we've talked about that plenty, but if you were just a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years before that, you understand how it was. I hear that as well. Although honestly, I'm pretty good at beating FOMO. I used to have it, especially like after I watched The Force Awakens, and I went out and I bought like Finn Poe. Like I was like buying it all.
Gotta have it.
Yeah, I think over time I've really, like, I don't have FOMO issues.
No, I definitely... FOMO hits me hard for a lot of things. So, I can't even deny it. I definitely be out here FOMO purchasing things. I'm like, oh, crap.
Fig, there was also that article that people cite that was like, that referred to like adults as children. Do you remember that? When it was like children are making up the sales of Hasbro's toys, but it was like they were considering like 18-year-old, like, remember that?
Yeah, it was like 17 or 18-year-olds and under.
I was like, okay.
Which I mean, I guess, you know.
But like a teenager? I don't know.
I do just want to say there's nothing wrong with being a COVID collector. If that's when you got into the hobby, that's great. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm simply just saying, like, you know, there are a lot of people who jumped into it during COVID and are already jumping out.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being a COVID collector.
Yeah, of course.
And also thank you, Jeff W, for the $10. He says Prevailing Logic says if it's a main popular figure like Maul or Anakin, buy at regular price, but any second or third tier character are 100% going on sale or clearance. Been working for me for years now.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we all have different tactics of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, the HK87 and Cal Kestis, those are the only two. Yeah, Kiddles. That's what it was. I'm like, okay.
Kiddles.
Like, an adult collector is not a kid. They're an adult collector.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Nice.
I forgot. I'm all over the place.
What's up, 219 Star Wars guy?
Someone was asking about a HasLab. I think the next HasLab is going to be the Ghost.
Yep.
For TBC.
Tom says they've been collecting for 25 years, picked up lines, dumped lines, but I've always collected. Yeah, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. You know, sometimes you just get out of a line of figures, or sometimes the figure line that you've been collecting shifts into a direction you don't like. And it's okay to just stop collecting that line. Not that I'm saying you do this, Tom, but, you know, like we talk about, some people act like they're getting a divorce with the line of figures when it's just like, you know, okay, like the example I've used recently is like McFarlane Toys. When they first started doing the DC stuff, they were doing a lot of characters and stuff that I was really interested in. But recently they've kind of been doing a lot of different stuff that I'm just like, okay, like I don't even know what this is. So I've really slowed down on the McFarlane side of things, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just stuff that is not for me.
Yeah, the difference is when you decide to leave a line, you just drop it. You don't continue following whoever the yak face is for McFarlane. It's like you don't follow them anymore because you're not interested. Mm-hmm. My big thing is like, why do people continue to follow people like Yak Face or the Star Wars Black Series Instagram page, or they continue subscribing to YouTube just to talk negatively about the line? Like, there was this live stream, I'm not going to say who the creators were, but there was this live stream where at the beginning, they all introduced themselves, and there was like 2 or 3 of them that specifically said, I am here to talk shit about Hasbro or something. I'm just like, why don't you just talk about something else? Like, why? Like, they literally just introduced themselves as, I'm here to talk shit about Black Series or Hasbro. And I'm like, why do you do this to yourself? Mm-hmm. Like, talk about something else.
Yeah, it makes no sense to just dwell. Luke says, hot take, you can't complain about character selection or figure quality / accessories while refusing to pay full retail price. Please discuss.
I mean, I don't do the clearance thing. If there's a character I want, I'm buying it. And even if it goes on sale 3 months later, like Figure and Dan or Fifth Brother or Reva or the New Republic Security Droid, I bought all those at full price because I wanted them when they were available, and I liked each character enough to where I'm willing to spend the full amount. They were all new sculpts, 100% brand new.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. Where are the new tooling? Where's the new sculpts? It's just a line of repaints, but all the new sculpts just fly over their heads. So I do pay full price for the things I want. And I do plan on making a video about that when those Clone Wars figures get revealed. I definitely want to make a video about that. But I agree. It's the same thing with the vehicle line. complain about lack of vehicles, but then were you also the same guy waiting on sales for every vehicle? So I agree. I definitely. I don't even think that's a hot take. I think if you like something, you should support it because you want to see more of what you like.
For sure. Migs Collect says the Black Series line should introduce Build-A-Figures. Please no.
I hate Build-A-Figures. I'm sorry.
Yep, not a fan. I think Build-A-Figure is just a cheap way to get you to buy characters that you do not want because you need the piece that comes with it.
Yeah. What drove the COVID collector? Free time. We were all stuck.
Yeah, free time and money to spend.
That's also when our channel grew.
Right.
So that had nothing to do with having more money. It's just more people had free time.
Well, people had all that extra sweet stimulus money.
I mean, the stimmy... Okay, that's like such a low... I mean, it is a lot of money to just hand out for free, but on the grand scheme of things, it's like pay your rent and then it's gone. You know,
Also,
it's like good for a month.
Also, like the unemployment benefits were really off the charts when COVID first started. I remember when I got fired from my previous job when they went out of business, I was getting like $700 a week or something.
Fig money.
And at that point, that was more money than I was making at that job.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and I'm just staying home.
Yeah, because you actually got fired, though.
Yeah.
So you like absolutely deserve to take advantage of that because they straight up fired your ass.
Right.
Terminated your ass.
For real.
But, yeah, I think it was a combination of that and then free time because we're all stuck inside and, you know, just you got to do something with your time. So I think some people are like, hey, I like Star Wars. You know.
Right.
So, yeah, I wouldn't want Build-A-Figure, though, because it's the age-old, like, you're going to buy a Rose Tico to get that super important piece of the Build-A-Figure.
Yep.
And it's a waste. Like, oh, gosh, when I was into Marvel Legends years ago, I so regret buying Duke Nukem, G.I. Joe, Major Chip Hazard, or whatever the hell he was.
Nuke.
Just Nuke. And then, yeah, Captain Russia, whatever the hell he was, just to get a piece of Giant Man. And it's so dumb. I hated that so much.
My example is always the Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure wave. That had some spectacular garbage in it. That was like a whole wave of garbage figures.
Yeah.
Because the Hulkbuster was so epic. They were like, we're going to make you buy 6 random garbage characters.
Yeah,
Classic.
that wasn't my point, Slave 2 Leia. The point is there's going to be a figure that you personally find undesirable.
Right.
That's the point. Later, Lukeness.
See you, Lukeness.
See you.
Yeah.
Later.
And Riley brings up a great point, and this is also something I really dislike, is having so many Build-A-Figure pieces just scattered around. And you have nothing to do with them. They're virtually worthless, so it's not even worth the effort of selling them, or even just sending them to people if they just pay shipping. It's like you still got to put it in a bag and wrap it up and take it to the post office.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have like a whole drawer of all these various pieces that I have no idea. I mean, I literally my one recent pickup this week. Here we go. Here's a hint as to what it is because it comes with a random Snake Man Build-A-Figure piece head that I have nothing to do with that.
I think ultimately Black Series does not need BAF, and I still think Black Series is in a good place. I just wish we would be able to find a balance of character variety. Mm. And I'm really hoping those 3 Clone Wars figures get revealed, because I personally will be supporting those figures because I want to see more of those figures, and perhaps we can even get them in, start getting them in mainline. Mm-hmm. Like we deserve. So, yeah, I was going to say, you could send him to Luke. I'm sure Landspeeder Luke would find some random, like, you would never in a million years think of a reason for those Build-A-Figure parts.
Right. Oh, yeah. When I think we're probably going to get some sort of Rebels stuff coming soon with the Ahsoka show.
Maybe.
The is not.
We've lost Nate. Oh, here he is. Hey, you made it a whole hour. Over an hour. But yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I think we'll get obviously Rebels characters in their Ahsoka appearances.
Mm. Yeah, it's honestly kind of crazy. I was talking with Jayhawk in the comments, but like this current wave that we're on, there's only 2 figures I want, which that is unheard of for a mainline wave. Mainline waves are usually whole waivers, especially like 2020 onward with the Galaxy packaging. I've been picking up like the entire wave every time.
Yeah.
But with Wave 35, this new wave, so it's the first mainline plastic-free packaging wave. Din Djarin Disguise, HK-87, Light Cruiser Luke, Bix, Luthen, Senator Mon Mothma, Cassian, and Cal. I literally only want Cal and HK.
Yep.
And even then, they're both in stock right now, and I'm having a hard time pulling the trigger.
I think Cal is definitely a worthy pickup, but I did actually just pull the trigger on HK and Light Cruiser Luke.
Nice.
I just wanted to get some pile of loot action going because I got a couple TVC figures I want to ship, so I was looking to build the pile of loot up a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it worth it.
Wave 36 kind of turns things around for me, though. Obi-Wan Kenobi Jabeam, which, if I'm going to get any Obi from the show, it'll probably be that one.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth Sister Inquisitor. Give me all Imperials. Tala,
I think I'm grabbing... I'll probably wait for sale for Tala, if I'm being honest.
It's a new sculpt, and it's good to get a female body for the Imperial officer. Hopefully they can do a Deidre with that. Darth Malak, definitely. Bastila Shan, definitely. And then Vel,
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much all we know, except for the random, like, Omegas in a wave by herself. And then there is a whole wave of nothing but Book of Boba Fett figures, all double-packed. Tusken Chieftain, Pike Soldier, Cad Bane.
But that's a solid wave.
It is, but gosh, it's just so much. New media, and then R5 in a wave on his own, with the Mando Fleet Commander in that wave with R5. So, I mean, they're good figures. It's just so much new media.
For sure. Slave to Leia is asking, do you think they'll re-release figures that came in plastic-free packaging once they reintroduce
It'd be such
the
a
window?
waste. It'd be such a waste of money.
I don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately.
That would never happen. Maybe reverse psychology, maybe it will happen. But I don't think that would ever happen because think of the amount of production, like manufacturing money that you would have to dump into that just to get them in the plastic window.
Mm-hmm.
No. That would take up precious slots of things we could be getting. It's like we're going to re-release stuff just so people can collect boxes.
Well, I don't think they would do it anyways because a large majority of people bought those figures anyway. So the market is already significantly cut down for that specific figure. Like if they did decide to re-release it in a window box,
maybe one with Scorch. Maybe just one.
Or how about hear me out. They do a program where you can fill out a little sheet and mail it in, and then they mail you a windowed Scorch box.
And it's like $20.
Yeah, shipping, it's free, but shipping is $20.
I can't see them doing that. I just think it'd be a huge waste to re-release figures just to get the plastic window. That seems like insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
However, I feel you on Scorch because that's the only one where it like truly
Right.
That's like the high, like that's kind of messed up to do 3 window and then 1 PFP. HasLab window box pack.
Yes. Yeah, it's just a HasLab, and it's just all the windows for the figures that are released.
Commander Cook, you'll see my thoughts on Tuesday. You'll see my thoughts on new video on Tuesday. It was super fun to make, and I hope you guys all watch it. I'm not going to say what it is, because I kind of want to just release it and have you guys experience it. But Tuesday, better watch that video.
What's up, Lewis? We got a lurker here. Shout out to
up?
all the lurkers.
Big shout out to the lurkers. You're the backbone of the streams.
That's right. Justin, what are you thinking? Slave Leia never coming out again, right?
Yeah, I was in a debate in a different server one time of people in denial. And I was like, am I crazy? I was like, what is happening? I didn't know people like this actually exist. But I used to be there's still a chance because it's in the archive fan vote, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then people, it's funny, like they're using that point, even though if you look back at the archive fan vote, every single figure in that vote, every single option has had a re-release.
Yep.
So do you really think it's just a coincidence? And someone responded, maybe they just didn't feel like it. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, come on.
It's unfortunate, but
It's a hybrid.
I think that's definitely the nail in the coffin. Is you look at that graph, and literally every single other figure has been re-released. Painful. It's painful.
They do single joints with no pins.
Yeah.
That's all they gotta do.
Yeah, I think they would do a fantastic job doing like a brand new, newly tooled Hut Slayer Leia, but
I'm not gonna say never, because money talks above all else. They will sacrifice their ethics and they do it all the time. I mean, it's a corporation.
We literally just saw it with plastic-free packaging.
Exactly. The moment they're like, money, they will sacrifice all principles, ethics. That's how corporations operate.
Yep.
So I don't think it's like we're so good. Like, that's what they want you to think, but there's not even anything problematic about that figure or there's nothing wrong with releasing a Slave Leia. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But 100%. I hope it happens. I hope it happens one day, because the figure we have now is trash. Mm-hmm. But I just don't think it's a coincidence that we've got literally a re-release of every other figure in that vote.
Yeah. Chris, our chance was to buy Jar Jar. Our chance was to buy Jar Jar. And no one showed up, so that means Red Dress Queen Amidala, 0% chance.
I swear,
0% chance.
If the Magna Guard Phase 2 clone and Season 3 Ahsoka, I swear if I see any of your little comments saying, well, I think I'm going to wait for sale, and then 5 minutes later you're going to be like, where's all the prequel figures? Like, the market is dictated by what sells and what sits. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Yeah. And I think we need to support those figures when they get revealed.
Yeah.
And I think maybe we can turn the tides. And because even Lucasfilm, Disney, whatever, I've always got the impression that they've wanted to distance themselves from the prequel trilogy. You saw it with Galaxy's Edge, where it's all First Order, and you can't even get Darth Vader walking around. Like, come on. All right, we saw every promotional graphic they have for Star Wars. There's like a little teeny tiny Count Dooku, and then Rey and Finn are like these big, like you see it in all their posters. I get that it's their product, it's like their creation, but when you bought Star Wars, you bought the whole thing. So I think they're starting to make progress. You know, that we got the Kenobi series, and they did season 7 of Clone. Like, we're getting there.
Yeah,
it's not as bad as it once was, but I think if sales perform for prequel figures, I think they will be more enticed to make more prequel figures. So I'm hoping and praying that we can send that message with the Magna Guard and Ahsoka and the clone.
Right.
I hope.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something behind it, because the majority Clone Wars figures we get are clone troopers. We know, we don't even get other CIS droids, so it's just weird.
And we know that something like Anakin Skywalker has been pitched, and it gets denied every time because there's just this weird like animosity and stigma around the prequel trilogy, and I'm assuming it's probably an older generation that doesn't understand that we're not in the early to mid 2000s where it was like the anti-prequel hype train. And it's like, no, like the prequels have this renaissance and we all love it now, and like yada yada. So, I hope we can change things, turn the tides a little bit, and get more prequel representation.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But as of right now, just kind of seems like Clone Wars or Clone Troopers are the future. Although we do have some new stuff coming around the corner, but that just means we all got to show up. We got to buy it. We got to buy that Magna Guard. We got to buy Ahsoka.
No Sebulba. I would love Sebulba.
Yeah, Sebulba would be sweet. I would absolutely love that. And Boss Nass. I'd be down for these figures, but the problem is we are not the majority. We are the hardcore, dedicated audience that wants the ultra deep cut, random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would personally love Red Dress Queen Amidala. I think that would be awesome. She'd be a traffic cone, but it's iconic.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, that's a rather good point. If there was any point to make, that's a point for sure. But my counterpoint would be, Luke, you literally have a custom of this figure. You have a really, really nice custom of this figure. So, obviously, you wanted the figure. And what I would respond to that with is, it's part of history. Tarkin, Peter Cushing, sorry. Who was I thinking of? He's passed away. There's tons of people who have passed away, but they still get action figures made of them. I know it's a skimpily clad outfit, but it's a part of film history to me. So I think that sort of trumps whatever our personal feelings are, if that makes sense. Make sense? Unless you want to get me that Fredericks figure head.
Yeah.
And let me get a custom of that. Yes, Optimus Prime. That's what I was thinking.
Got Transformers on the brain, Justin?
I am sending this message to any surviving Autobots.
You love your Transformers. Just the live action movies, though.
Oh, yeah. I love those movies so much.
Yeah.
And it's like, do we know that for sure, though? Because I'm pretty sure you sign your life away when you are in Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Like, I don't know.
I think some actors and actresses definitely sign their life away for the likeness. And, I mean, that's why, like, random characters like the Tonica sisters, don't have figures, is because that particular actress or those actresses did not, sign, like, face likeness rights at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have to, like, negotiate and spend way more money than they would want to try and make figures of the Tonica sisters.
Yeah, and that's kind of... I genuinely agree with this, Jeff. Like, because there's a differentiation between Carrie Fisher She was not a fan of that at the time, or later. I don't really know the whole story, but I know because she has that like famous advice to Daisy Ridley, like don't let them put you in one of those costumes. I totally get that. I am simply differentiating how someone personally feels about the art and then the art itself. How would you feel if they went and they CGI'd, they did a special edition 2.0 and they removed her from the scene or they covered her up? It's like tampering with history to me, which is why I hate the special editions in the first place. But I know that's more of like an extreme, but how far do we take it? Are we going to retroactively erase things because now we feel a little different about it, even if it is the actor themselves saying like, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. So I don't know. I want the figure not because of I want to see this woman oppressed. I want to see it. I want to get the figure because it's part of the scene. There's no like male intent behind wanting the figure. But I have to use the restroom now, so I'll be right back.
John P. Boba Fett's Starship Leia. Justin just going to leave me hanging after going on this huge rant about Slave Leia. I really don't have a strong opinion, honestly. It just seems like it's not going to happen, so I've just kind of moved on from that thought of ever getting an updated Slave Leia figure. So I don't know. When we will not see a dirge, 0% chance. It's unfortunate. I'd love to see dirge, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't think we'll get an updated Bespin Luke 80s kid. I don't think so. We got the archive release, and that's probably as far as they'll go. No new mythics, Lazy Jawa. I think the next stuff I'll be getting from Four Horsemen is the Cosmic Legions. I do have a few of those coming. That's what I'm saying, Risklama. Like, I'm sitting here, you know, I've got my coffee. I've got my water in the Pepe's cup. And I'm fine. I'm fine. I got a bladder of steel.
I'm back. What's
He's
going on?
back.
What's going on? Am I getting
Yeah.
roasted?
You are. We're talking about your weak bladder.
Yeah. This is my one time.
Weak bladder.
I had a cup of coffee. I've been sipping on my vitamin water.
Me too.
Did you guys ever do your surprise reveal predictions? Okay, here's my surprise. We are going to get a super battle droid this Wednesday. Mark my words. We're getting it now.
And it's going to be a Gaming Greats Jedi Survivor version first.
God, I hate it so much. It's just like, I don't want them to do the Mando look. That's why we got comments on our 5 figures we'd like to see from The Mandalorian Season 3. I'm like, I don't want the Super Battle Droid on there, man, because they're going to make it the Mandalorian Disney Plus version design. And I'm sorry. I want what I want. I want the prequel design. And it is different. Look up a side-by-side. I want the prequel version. And I will genuinely be kind of upset if they give us the big, top-heavy, belly, like, Super Battle Droid from The Mandalorian. I will be upset.
Will you not buy it?
I would buy more of the prequel version. It's
So
just
you're-
like the Rebel Commando. Like, yeah, I'm gonna buy it, but I would buy more if they had the interchangeable face thing with the Hoth ones, or some other variety. The poncho, the cloak, the jacket, something.
Yeah.
So they're missing out on more sales from me if they do the one that I don't want.
So what if they take the Mandalorian one, slightly repaint it. It's the same sculpt, but they call it the Clone Wars version. Are you buying?
You said slightly different paint?
Yeah, so let's say in theory, the sculpt is the Mandalorian sculpt, but they've slightly repainted it to reflect more of a Clone Wars look.
I don't know. I would have to see it. I genuinely will be annoyed though if they do the big top heavy, because the actual super battle droids in Attack of the Clones are not that bulky. I know it'll still be a deluxe. That's fine. Do what you got to do. I don't care. I'll buy it. But just don't do that weird proportion Mandalorian live action version. Just please don't do it.
It's gonna happen. You know,
Because
damn
it's just
well.
another thing where it's like, we're finally doing the Super Battle Droid, but it has to be our Disney version.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Justin, I think you got to brace for impact on that one, brother.
No, I refuse. I'm never giving in. I want what I want, because that's what I want. Famous words of my niece. I want what I want, because that's what I want. Words to live by, honestly.
That's right. Get what you want.
Yeah, we're gonna get a Super Battle Droid in Fortnite, and then they're gonna do that. Because they're, yeah, like you said, they're gonna do the Jack Black and Lizzo 2-pack deluxe set before they do Super Battle Droid.
Yeah. And Jayhawk, Eric did confirm the face plates will not be swappable, which I think is a horrible mistake, and they should have tried harder to make it work.
Yeah, they said it wouldn't work with how the hat is or the helmet is. It just wouldn't work.
Yeah, I don't buy it. They could have made it work.
No. It's significantly different. The whole design is different.
Why don't you pull up a little photo here, Justin?
Sure. It might be hard to look at them side by side.
Because honestly, even I have never looked at them side by side.
Okay.
So I'm also curious.
Check this out. This is the amazing Hot Toy. Let's see here. So check this out. Let's see if I can look further here. Where'd the picture? Okay. So check this out. He's actually not, and like this ribbed midsection is different. Okay. Super Battle Droid Mando Season 3. Like, just look at that. Like, gosh, it's so big. It's so bulky.
Pull that one picture you just clicked on back up. That was a great picture. The one from Reddit. Right there.
This one?
Yeah. You could clearly see it.
Yeah. So, look at those arms. Like, look how thick the arms are. I mean, he's just so huge. And then look at this. Like, that is sexy. This is sexy, bro.
I mean, but I don't think it's all that different. Like, yeah.
Someone send it in the Discord. Someone had a really nice side-by-side in the Discord. Send that in the Discord.
It's definitely bulkier, but, like, I don't know, bro.
Because Dave Filoni is clearly wanting this. He's trying to make it like the 3D CGI.
I still
now
don't think it's all that different.
Chat, get my back. Someone had like a really well-made graphic they put in the Discord. Someone put it in.
It was so well made, Justin couldn't even remember who or what made it.
There's like 700 something people in our Discord. Someone send it and tell me you sent it, and I'll pull it up. Yeah, crispy. Yeah. And it's like, it's going to be so top heavy, it's going to fall over. Later, Commander, by the way. Thank you for the channel support.
Yeah, thank you, Commander. I think it's going to probably have stability issues no matter what, considering that You know, like New Republic Security Droid has some. I've heard people are having trouble with HK-87 too. So we also got the classic example of Grievous. They love making those droids that fall over.
True. And make them thick. They gotta make it thick.
I think they just need to make sure just need to make sure the joints are tight. Like,
yeah, why can't they do it?
Or better yet, just do ratchet joints on those legs to make sure.
All right, I'm about to open Discord. I'm gonna see if you minions are disappointing me, or if you get a reward, which is nothing.
Favor with the king.
The Dorito stands. All right, you guys disappointed me. You guys are all in trouble.
That's right. It's because it's not that different. You failed.
Phase 2 action review. Okay, they didn't combine them. So it's not exactly what I want, but I guess I'll forgive you. All right, you're telling me this looks the same. Like, you're... Okay, of course.
No, I never said they look the same. I said, obviously, the Mandalorian version is bulkier, but, like, they're not all that different.
Chat.
Showing microscopic photos.
Well, it's the formatting of Discord. I would have to, like... Why can't you zoom in on this shit, bro?
I like it.
There you go. So, what is chat saying here? Yeah, chat agrees with me as always.
Yeah. I don't think
Hybrid. Don't go doing this to me. Join that Discord, by the way.
Yeah, I think I'd be down either way. And I'd
of
love
course
to have...
I'm down. It's just I would army build the version that I actually want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just don't...
By the way, join the Discord.
I don't think the design is all that different to be raising the pitchforks over. I think it's pretty similar.
But it's just another thing where it's like, of course they have to do their version of it. They can't acknowledge the prequels at all. And it's so annoying.
Meh. It's a super battle droid. I just want it.
Of course, Mr. Shill over here.
Yeah.
Of course, gotta get it for the channel. Mr. Gotta get it for the channel.
Uh-huh. You know me.
He's gonna buy it all. He's gonna blindly consume it. Yes,
That's right.
Consume next product. Yes.
That's right. And everyone that is complaining about, if it's the Mando version, that's not going to be cool. Y'all are going to buy it anyway.
Oh, I'll buy it. I just won't army build it.
Uh-huh.
They're missing out on my money. See, I'll give them more money all day.
I bet you money right now. You buy at least 2 of the Mandalorian super battle droids when they drop.
2 versus like 6, 7, 8. Look how many Dark Troopers I have, because that was a damn near perfect figure.
You bought 2 Dark Troopers for full price, bought 1 on clearance, and then got 1 gifted to you.
No, I bought 4 of my own free will, and then I had 1 gifted to me.
Not all for full price, though.
True, but what I will say to that is the Super Battle Droid is much more important than the Dark Trooper, so I'd be willing to spend a little more.
Listen, Justin, I'm not calling you a liar. I just don't believe you.
No.
Justin, you are straight up. I know you, brother. You're not just gonna buy 2 Mandalorian super battle droids.
But complaining and then buying it anyway, it's not even that bad. We all
no,
do
it's not. I'm just
that was like the remember when Mike Case was getting roasted about the Black Chrysanthemum
Yeah.
And then
No, to be fair, Luke, it was the Droidica that is busted to oblivion. Justin, the super
break things that are sent to me. Okay, so look how epic this is.
Yeah.
Now imagine if Hasbro made this, but just articulated and not a 3D printed item. Bro, I'd be buying so many. Look how small. It's not even that bulky. Epic, bro.
It's not even that bulky.
Like,
true.
honestly,
That means
this doesn't even look... What were you going to say?
I was going to say it doesn't even need to be deluxe.
I mean, with the size of this honestly doesn't need to be deluxe. But I know it would be.
It 100% is going to be deluxe.
New sculpt.
Yeah. See you, Jayhawk.
Yeah, we're going to see it. Don't you worry.
But yeah, I also want to say for the record, I didn't break the Droidica. There were other people in my basement, and when I got down here, it was shattered into pieces.
Oh, I thought it was broke right out of the box.
It was broke, and then I glued it, and then someone knocked it off of where it was, and it shattered into a million pieces. Yeah, I was not
right.
I was not happy. I was not happy.
Oh no, because the stuff he sent us is literally amazing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like
I still have all the pieces. It's just in a million pieces.
Like that. Oh shit! I almost dropped it. I break it on stream.
Yeah.
It is 3D printed and highly fragile, but if we never get a Super Baldroid, this will be my stand-in. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I get scared every time I handle it. I get scared. I guess we totally forgot to do recent pickups.
I mean, I only have one figgy. I only got one figgy. That's all I got. Light week for me. What about you, brother? Do you have a lot?
I have like maybe 2 things.
Yeah. That's why everyone's been asking recent pickups the whole stream, and I'm just like, there's no recent pickups this week. Here's my pickup.
Captain America. What's
Marvel,
that one?
This is the brand new Marvel Legends Ultimate Captain America, which is a fantastic figure, really nicely detailed. Has a lot of paint on it too.
Nice.
And comes with an alternate head where he's a little angry. But the only reason that I wanted to get this Captain America is because A, I don't have a comic book Captain America at all, and B, I grew up playing with the Toy Biz figure, which was the Ultimate Captain America.
Ooh.
So this is a nice little slice of nostalgic updating for me.
Nice.
And it's a great figure. It's pinless, completely delivers on everything you'd want out of a Captain America figure, unless you're one of those people that are really adamant about having the head wings, because no head wings on Epic Ultimate Cool Captain America from the 2000s. It's not your dad's Captain America.
Oh,
yeah, that's it. That's my one pickup this week.
Yeah, who are you and what did you do with Nate?
Yeah. Oh, I will say, Benny, you bet your ass I pre-ordered those Berserk figures. You bet your ass I did.
So, I finally opened my Plos Bros Micro Galaxy Squadron.
Nice. That looks
Even
great.
though I showed this last week, but then when I open it, I just like to show it again to give you a different perspective. I stole some clones from the regular LAT so I could populate the turrets.
Mm-hmm.
Could see them in there. 2 pilots.
Yeah, that looks great.
Love Plo Koon.
The pilot. What are you doing with the Bark Speeders?
I don't know yet.
Do you have?
I only have one because this is the only one I have that came with one. Because the Munilist 10 didn't, and then the regular LAT did not.
Yeah. And hold on, let me answer Tom's question here. I think this is the same shield that they've always included. with every Captain America since the dawn of time. Because
Yeah.
it's that same. I hate this peg system. It's so bad. This little, like, where you switch it from the peg to the clip. Not good.
Yeah. And then Lucy and I were at Target the other day. I found some Marvel Legends.
We're Marvel
no.
Legends channel again.
Look at us.
Yo!
Why we stopped collecting Marvel Legends. A video from 6 years ago, and people still comment acting like we just said it.
Yeah, they're like thinking it's a slam dunk moment, and we're like,
Yeah.
bro, that
I'm like,
was...
brother, this was 6-7 years ago, and you're commenting today. The context has changed, my brother.
And the funny thing is that the reason we stopped collecting Marvel Legends was a problem we're having in Black Series right now, where they were too MCU focused.
Yeah.
And now Star Wars is having new media problems.
And then Lucy actually picked this up. She got Spider-Punk.
Yeah, that's all. I need to grab that Spider-Punk. That's pretty sweet.
This is a Lucy pickup, so I can't open it. Open it.
I don't think I'm gonna get any other figure, because I do have the Miles from Into the Spider-Verse, which is a great figure. Those look great though.
Yeah, I never had a Miles, so I was like,
Love that Miles.
I like Into the Spider-Verse. I'm sure the sequel will be fun. So I was like,
Yeah.
pick it up.
Oh, he's ripping it apart. He's ripping it apart.
This is the future of all cards. Man, they really improved their card.
Dude,
I can't even break it.
The Marvel Legends cards are always tough to open.
Holy crap.
They use thick cardboard. Like, way thick cardboard.
Nice.
Ooh. Very nice.
Yeah.
I like the updated costume design.
Yeah, they had tons of... They didn't have...
Why'd they include this alternate head with Captain America? I don't get it. He's like a snake man now?
Yeah. They didn't have Spider-Man 2099, but they had everyone else.
Are you looking for that figure?
Oops. No, but
Okay.
I would have liked to peek it.
I was gonna say my Target had that 2099 figure for like 2 weeks. It was just sitting there.
Man, look at this tiny little guy. This figure is so tiny.
I'm kind of with you, Fig. I don't really like the super bulky look for 2099. I think the costume looks good. I'm just not a fan of the bulk. And plus, I have that old Spider-Man 2099, so I'm good on that one. Yeah, who thought this was going to turn into a Marvel Legends stream? Not
We still
anyone
have
here.
240 people in the stream.
Yeah.
Because it's Black Series focus, but we're not afraid to,
Right. Do a little...
I casually collect Legends. Like, every one, mainly just Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah. Spider-Man stuff is pretty much all I collect too. Besides the occasional, like this figure. I actually was at your Walmart when I saw it.
Whoa!
And this was just such a nice little slice of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like, it's like my childhood Captain America. It's just like the one I had when I was a kid. I do wish this cap had a trigger finger hand, though. That would have been nice.
Here's my classic thwipping pose.
Ooh. Riley is asking, is it worth it to complete the Bane Build-A-Figure? I'd say so.
Yeah.
It
sucks.
It's not a great figure. It's a great looking figure. Just don't touch it.
Okay. It literally falls apart.
Yep.
But it's Bane, so like... And like Two-Face is cool, and Scarecrow is cool.
I like Two-Face and Scarecrow. I think those are both solid figures.
Yeah. I would complete it, and it's only 4 figures.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all from the... That's how you do a Build-A-Figure, even though it sucks, is... They're 4 figures from the same trilogy. It's from the same media. So you're buying 4 figures, and then you're building a figure from that same trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me, it makes more sense than the way Marvel does it.
Yeah. Nice.
But, yeah, I would complete it, and then just get it in a pose that you like, and then leave it alone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just because it falls apart, which is something that happens with every single McFarlane Build-A-Figure.
Right.
They are meant to be assembled once, get it into a pose, and just never touch it again. Solomon Grundy's the same way. The Joker bot that I have is also the same exact way. And actually, I think those are the only 2 Build-A-Figures I have. I think everything else is technically a Mega Fig. The Mega Figs are fine. It's just something about when they come disassembled.
Right. Shit be falling apart, bruh.
McFarlane DC does not have a Spectre figure, but the Mattel stuff, there's definitely a Spectre figure for Mattel.
Nice.
Which McFarlane Superman? I don't know which one.
Wasn't there like a new one? I thought I saw something.
McFarlane figures just kind of feel cheap and kind of bad. I would disagree.
I agree. Proportions are always off. Sculpt is weird. Articulation isn't there. Like, compared to Hasbro, no comparison.
Definitely sure it's not a skill issue, not Obi-Wan.
But better than Mattel's DC line.
Oh, for sure.
It's good, but just like the people who are like getting solely into that as opposed to Hasbro, it's like the sculpting, there's no comparison.
Yeah, I'm down for Hush Superman. I'm down for that one. I do have the Action Comics Superman, which is pretty good, but I think the Hush one looks better for sure. Yeah, I mean, McFarlane, the thing is, you know, I'm just glad they're articulated figures. I'm still just, like, happy that they're articulated.
Because Mattel was that bad.
Yeah. Like, Mattel, the figures were just not... They just didn't care, and you could tell.
Yeah.
They just did not care. Whereas at least for, like, Toddy Old Boy, you know, he still... He likes the stuff, at least. Thinks it's cool, thinks it's sexy.
Yeah. Todd McFarlane here.
Hey, everybody, Todd McFarlane here. Look at this cool Batman. You see, he looks cool. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. He's a Batman. He's got his cool, sexy cape. He's got his legs that are cool, and like he's got his belt here. Na-na-na-na-na-na. See, Batman, he's cool. This one,
Flash movie.
yeah. We're gonna be going over the Flash movie.
Oh no. Epic
well,
nerd. I'm surprised we did not get an Imperial Commander Cody. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I thought they were for sure going to like just repaint the old body and go,
Yeah.
Here you go.
I think they're moving away. Are they moving away from the old body?
That'd be great.
It would be great.
That would be great.
That's why I can't wait to see this clone. Like, I really am wondering what they're going to do for this clone.
Yeah, I'm like, obviously, ideally, all they really need to do is do bigger shoulder pads and the black line on the helmet, and I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah. The black line, man.
Yeah, Tom, this is the future state Batman, where it's not Bruce Wayne, but it's also not Terry McGinnis. It's some new character, but this is just a great design.
Yeah. All right. Official review for Miles. Cool figure.
Nice.
Although, am I right that there's no butter?
No butters? They have been, there has been a select few recent Spider-Man figures where they're just like, yeah, no butterfly joints.
Yeah, I literally don't think there's butters. But the articulation is still pretty good.
I wonder if the original Miles figure had butters. I can't remember. I feel like it did.
It is kind of weird to see. Because that's just like something you expect.
Mm-hmm.
But still cool.
I'm super stoked for the Nightfall Batman. That's definitely a pickup. The Hush Batman's pretty great too, but that one, the arm broke on mine as soon as I took it out of the package. So thanks McFarlane.
Yeah, I'm not seeing butters. I'm not seeing them.
Zavi, I did not get a Mezco Batman. They canceled my order because they said it was an error.
I mean, I would try to show you, but it's not going to zoom in this.
I think you would see them, and I bet their justification for that is A, it's a new sculpt, and B, it's a smallish figure. But again, I think the original Miles has butterflies. I'm almost tempted to go run upstairs and go grab it. Or Benny's saying the original Miles had no butterfly joints.
I mean, he is pretty small, skinny.
Yeah.
And it's like pretty much an animated style.
That's probably why, if I had to guess.
But still,
damn.
Oh, I didn't even look at the head. Let's see here. Oof.
That's a good pop.
It's a good pop. So here's the head.
That looks good. Nice and animated.
Yeah. Come on. It's focusing on my hand.
Classic.
Ah.
I was thinking, I'm talking about the Into the Spider-Verse Miles with the jacket.
Yeah.
I forgot about that original 2017 Miles. That one definitely didn't have butterfly joints because it was on that weird, like, teenage Spider-Man body that they only used twice.
Yeah. Pretty cool figure, though. I'm satisfied. I like the movie. It's basically just like, I like the movie because, Marvel, they're very good at having things with the movie or before. So
well, and it's just a good design. All right, hold on. I'm going to go run and get that Miles. I got to figure this out.
Dude, he doesn't believe Benny. What is he doing? Oh, you're saying it does have butters. Yeah. You got yours and your left arm is loose, not broken. I'm concerned for the long run. Also, yeah, my arms are pretty tight. They're pretty solid. Pretty solid, Zabby. Or are you talking about something else? 3-year wait? I don't know. I'm good with the Rex we have. It's fantastic. The Rex we have is like one of the best figures in the line because it's on that Rex body. Utilize those double joints. Head is great. Weathering is great. I almost wish we'd go back to that body, if I'm being honest. Like Commander Bly, with how good Commander Bly is as a figure. Depends on if Benny is referring to the old Miles or the Into Miles. Yeah, that is true because movie figure is different. I'm gonna say no butters. I think I'm gonna put my faith in Benny here. Here it is.
What's it gonna be?
Uh-oh.
It's no butterfly joints. no butters on this. Great figure though. Little dusty, so I gotta get a little dust action here.
I don't know, Wilbon. They look like bobbleheads to me. I think the helmet is just so big because they have to squeeze in the Temuera Morrison head. The helmets are exaggerated to me. Most of them don't have the black line. Ooh, I hear articulation.
Ooh, yeah. I forgot how well articulated this figure is. It's got the nice ab crunch, and then he's also got a sweet ball joint at the waist.
I don't know, 80s. I'm not into Marvel Legends. I'm the most casual, like, if I see it on the shelf sort of collector. I have no idea about waves or releases or anything.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I do love this Miles. This is a great figure.
Yeah. I agree. The theatrical clones have a shortened torso, but I don't know. If they didn't want to go that far, I think shoulder pads and the helmet could make a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause the new clone body, their shoulder pads are so small. It's just everything about the proportions looks just off to me.
I don't know. It's hard to say because I
Which
feel
is
like
weird because this is so good. They did both of these at the same time. They did the new Stormtrooper and then the new clone body. And this is perfect.
What if Clone Trooper helmets are bigger than Stormtrooper helmets?
I mean, I'm sure they are, but the animated, it's a stylization, whereas they've always strived for live action in Black Series. Because the old clone body had it perfect. They had the proportions perfect. So if we could have just got a new body with those proportions but better articulation, that could be like the perfect clone trooper figure. Yes.
I don't know. It looks pretty bulky. Obviously,
I mean,
I'm not wearing a suit of armor, but this makes my head look gigantic.
Very true. But you're also not a CGI model used in the Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith film.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you were there.
I might be CGI.
Rebo Legion Nate. Now that would be the one thing to get me into Marvel Legends for like a whole wave. I would get the whole wave if they did pizza delivery Toby with the moped and the helmet. And
I would
rip it off.
All they would have to do is just do a line of Toy Biz inspired nostalgic Sam Raimi Spider-Man figures, and I'd be in.
Give me that Green Goblin with the glider.
Yeah.
Those yellow lenses for the eyes. Oof.
That's one of the I still want, and I hope I'll pick it up one day, maybe loose, is just the Norman with the chair, with the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Or with the Green Goblin mask on the side.
Because, like, SH Figuarts is making the Green Goblin, but it's the new No Way Home version. I'm just like, I want the classic. I want the classic.
I was hoping that they were going to include maybe some swappable pieces to give him a little bit more of like... Because he does wear the classic costume for a second in the movie.
Yeah.
But then, of course, you know, once I saw the full reveal, I'm like, yeah, I can't do it. I honestly don't like that design. I think it's kind of a garbage design.
Again, typical Disney. We have to make this our own. We have to differentiate ourselves, so we have to give it a different design. Just saying.
Yeah.
And I agree.
It's
I
really
like the original design better.
It's really the hood plus goggles that kills me. Looks so stupid.
But yeah, it would be Doc Ock. Give me Topher's Venom. I'll take Topher's Venom.
Yeah,
Obviously Sandman.
Yeah, we haven't said this on stream in a while, so there might be some people that would be shocked by this, but we do genuinely enjoy Spider-Man 3 and think it is a fitting conclusion to the trilogy.
Topher Grace's Venom is better than the Tom Hardy Venom movies.
All day,
Any
every
day.
day.
Any
All-
day, I would rather watch Spider-Man 3.
Yes.
And
Then
tell me why the CGI for the symbiote in 2007 looks better than Venom Blob, or like whatever year those came out, a few years ago.
Yeah, do you remember the end of the first Venom movie when he's fighting the gray symbiote and it just looks like this?
It's
You can't tell what's going on at all because the CGI is so bad.
yeah. It's better. Like, tell me why that Venom is better than the Venom we have now.
Fig says that the kind of looks like a Mad Max character painted in Barney dinosaur colors. New Way Home Goblin.
Oh gosh.
I would also agree with this. Spider-Man 3 is in fact better than both Amazing Spider-Man movies. Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
The it especially helps if you know Sam Raimi. Like, if you're a big Evil Dead fan, then you will just see the style of that in the Raimi trilogy, and I think it enhances the appreciation as well. Like, if you're familiar with Sam Raimi.
Yeah, the design of Venom is not bad, but the movies are horrendous. I also think they need to give him the logo. He just looks weird without the logo. Just give him the logo. It's fine. But yeah,
I have no idea what you're talking about, Risk Llama. If you're still one of those people who are stuck on Miles Morales, that is a different character. And
Yeah.
he's been around since, I think, the year 2000, like 8 or 9 or 10.
it's been a long time.
I think it was like a Brian Michael Bendis
Yeah.
thing, right? Yeah.
It's Ultimate Spider-Man.
Miles Morales has been around for years and years and years.
Yeah, and it's not Peter Parker. It's Miles Morales. It's a different person.
Yeah.
Different character.
Yeah. But Raimi trilogy, goated. That'll be all.
Yeah. No, Emo Peter scene is the best.
Yeah.
That is the best.
I genuinely, I mean, it's a meme, so that also helps because it is silly, but it's like what in his mind, because the symbiote is like affecting his mind, so that's like his version of like a cool guy jerk thing, so it makes sense that it would be Goofy because he's such a nerd. So I think it makes sense, and it's a good meme. It's just a good meme.
Yep. The memes,
Spider-Man 3 is just a good meme.
the memes are pristine.
It's like the prequel. It's almost like the prequel trilogy where the memes kind of help.
It's great. Yeah, Bully Maguire memes. Exactly.
Like Spider-Man YouTube poop, it's like some of the best
Classic.
stuff on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Period.
So many great inside jokes.
But yeah, there's so many figures that they could do for a wave of that. And I genuinely, like, I think it would be cool to get the moped with pizza delivery.
They should have like pizza shooting action. Shoots out pizza.
Give us businessman Norman so you can recreate, you know how much I sacrifice?
Even though it's just a guy in suit, but it'd be Willem Dafoe, so it's...
Yeah.
What if they gave us a grandma goblin, and it comes with some soft goods to cloak over to make him look like a little grandma?
Where are you?
I love the wrestler spider design from the Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, give me that too. That'd be great. Give us Macho Man.
Yeah, Bonesaw is ready.
Bonesaw, Bonesaw, Bonesaw.
I got you for 3 minutes.
What are you doing up there?
Oh man, classic stuff. But see, the Marvel Legends team will never do that. They've got way too much on their plate.
Yeah. The human spider. They got my name wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, you get the classic Bruce Campbell cameo in every film.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Oh man.
Well, Benny, we don't talk about that joke, all right? Early 2000s. All
Gotta
right?
skip that one. Still
Early
hasn't
2000s gets a pass.
Still hasn't left my side.
I'd pay good money for a Bonesaw figure.
That'll
I'd be
run.
down. I'd be so down. Hobgoblin, or not, New Goblin with a snowboard. I'd be down for that. They probably wouldn't because it's James Franco, but
Yeah.
I'd get a figure of that. Yeah, we get French Bruce Campbell. Parker.
Park. Their favorite.
Yeah. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
That's what he said. Becker.
How'd that get in there?
He hands him the ring. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Little do you guys know, our humor is literally just Spider-Man references. Outside of Black Series content on YouTube. That's all we are.
Yeah, that's right. We actually don't talk about Star Wars at all in real
We actually
life.
hate Star Wars.
I think Justin does because I forgot to. He's not even going to bother to go see Return of the Jedi in theaters. Can you believe that, chat?
You already brought this up, bro.
It's shocking because you're a fake Star Wars fan, bro.
I already told you. I can't just throw Lucy to the wolves and say, I know you've never seen Star Wars. Here, let's start with the conclusion.
You can't go by yourself? You can't go with your brother to the 6:30 IMAX?
I mean, I don't want to impose on my brother.
Exactly. He's full of excuses, this guy's. Chat off with his head.
Yeah. I hate Star Wars. I hate it all. I hate Mando Season 3. I hate Kenobi. I hate Book of Boba Fett. I hate it all.
I mean, based on your actions, I agree. You're not playing Jedi Survivor.
I can't. I can't play it. I don't have the newest Xbox. I thought the Xbox One X would still be passable. I didn't know that we were already that far ahead to where they're not making games for the One X. That's kind of ridiculous.
That's right. Let's see.
I'm only in it for the money. I hate Star Wars. But I am specifically into. Yeah, Ivan. Yeah, it's running like dog shit on PC. Literally, they came out with a public apology because it's such a horrible port.
Everyone vote in that poll. Vote in the new poll.
Yeah.
Oh
no! I'm gonna end poll.
yeah, he's gonna end the poll.
And
Look
Mr.
at how-
Coffee
Look at how quickly it's
has
filling
my
up.
back.
Look at
Mr. Coffee has my back.
Look at how quickly it's filling up.
I have one survivor. Benny. Benny has my back. The port sucks.
I'll also say in our regular real life group chat, Justin, you were bitching and moaning, going, "It's the special edition. Why can't they play Harvey's Despecialized in an official theater?"
First of all, I never said that.
I can't watch the special editions at all. They're
First of
so
all,
horrible.
I never
bro.
said why couldn't they play Harmony. Like, obviously, I know that would be illegal,
No, that's what you said.
but
See, here comes the butt.
I don't like the special editions. I don't want to see Size Noodles CGI monster.
But it's on the big screen, bro. When else are you going to be able to... You're never going to be able to see Star Wars despecialized in a movie theater.
I will. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to become the president of the United States. And that's going to be my first executive action. Is I am going to legalize the theatrical Exactly. No yub nub. How can they do that to me?
I mean, I obviously prefer
No,
the
no, no, no.
despecialized editions. But when it comes to being able to see the original trilogy in theaters, I will sit through the special editions. It's not that bad.
I think it's pretty bad, bro. I think you're a fake fan.
Yeah.
That you would
Yeah.
support that dog shit.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah. Big Bendu says it all right here. You get to see Star Wars in a theater. Mic drop.
Yeah. So when I was watching The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, I should have just been like, well, at least I get to see Star Wars in a theater.
You
Mic
know
drop.
that's not the same. That's such a straw man. It's embarrassing you even tried to make that connection.
I agree, Bounty. It's a rupture of art. It's erasing history.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the special editions, but it's in a movie theater. That's all you pretty much got to say.
Yeah, movie theaters are disgusting. They're garbage. I hate them.
Yeah. Says the guy that literally goes to the movies like way more than I do.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Dude, you almost see a movie every single week.
No, I don't.
You're always at the movies.
You've seen the same movies I do. Look at our letterbox. It's the same. You saw Mario, so did I. You saw Evil Dead Rise, so did I.
What was before that?
I don't even remember. Let's all go to the movies.
Yeah, I agree. But no, I'm pretty excited, especially since it's in an IMAX theater, so that's going to be pretty cool to see.
IMAX?
Yeah, IMAX.
Why did they get rid of IMAX?
Well, because it's a different IMAX is like its own company. So
Yeah, but why wouldn't they want to partner with them?
Maybe it's too expensive.
Because IMAX, that shit discount IMAX.
It is.
What's up, Shep? Joining us right here at the end.
Hey, what's up, Shep?
Yeah, I'm literally, one day I'm going to be streaming from a movie theater. One day, all right?
Yeah. John, I like this. Greedo never shot. That's right. That's
True.
That's original
Han shot
version
him in
of
cold blood. It's
Like-
the same character who tried to immediately shoot Darth Vader when the door opens in Empire Strikes Back.
the meme should just be a shirt that says Han shot, period.
Yes.
Because that's really what happens.
Yeah. Froylan, kind of in the middle on it.
Yeah. It was good. Not great.
I think it doesn't hold a torch to the 2013 remake.
Yeah.
Because that 2013 one was just balls to the wall insanity.
Yeah, I really feel like Evil Dead Rise didn't go far enough for me. Like, I felt like it was honestly pretty tame. It was, and I confirmed these thoughts because the next day I watched Evil Dead 2013, and I was like, oh yeah, this is way more like gruesome, violent,
It's like hardcore.
gory. Yeah, and that's what I want. Like, especially from a modern Evil Dead movie, I want it to like push the envelope. Because I really do feel like 2013, in a lot of ways, for a mainstream horror movie, pushed the envelope. I mean,
Yeah.
it is technically a spin-off. I mean, it's not like we're not going to see Ash ever again. Like, Bruce Campbell is done with that character, and Ash versus Evil Dead, wraps up that storyline. So from here on out, all Evil Dead movies are, they're not going to be connected to the originals, as far as I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I like Evil Dead when it's super exaggerated, balls to the wall. Like, we got that in the very first two, and the third. I mean, they're all great.
Army
It's a
of
very
Darkness,
consistent franchise.
Yeah, Army of Darkness more so goes to like the extreme goofiness,
Yeah.
But that's what I just feel like all of the Evil Deads have in common is they go extreme. And except for Evil Dead Rise, I felt like Evil Dead Rise did not go extreme.
which is weird because they use like $750,000 worth of blood, like fake blood.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, I agree, it felt tame.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, cheese grater scene. I'm like, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, and I really feel like they literally showed, this is another one of those movies where all the best bits were in the trailer.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I felt like I didn't like the book design. I thought it looked like the Harry Potter monster book. I thought the final creature just was really random and silly and kind of just felt like something you'd more so see in The Thing rather than an Evil Dead movie.
Yeah.
Ron, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. My daughter is your guys' age, and she never knew Hayden was not in the original Return of the Jedi. I had to tell her he was 1 to 2 years old when that came out. Yeah, Justin and I grew up watching the same VHS trilogy box set tapes, which were the last time it was the unaltered versions of Star Wars. So like I grew up seeing Sebastian Shaw as the Force Ghost, you know?
Yeah, which I don't even care about continuity. For me, it's just like the preservation of art in its original form. Like, I almost think it's unfair that new fans today will not get the actual, like, real experience. It has to be CGI nightmare version of Star Wars. Especially in A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. It is just, it's painful. Return of the Jedi probably has it the worst with Jedi Rocks.
Yeah,
Like,
Jedi Rocks.
If you don't know Lapti Neck,
I will agree. Jedi Rocks is horrible. But still.
And like that one that was like, I think late 90s or early 2000s where they put Palpatine's scream into Luke when he's falling in Empire Strikes Back. So he's like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. The elevator scene. It's The Shining. And John P., I did hear that, but
yeah, it's like one of them from Army of Darkness when there was three different books.
Okay, but in that scene, there's 3 books because there's only one real book, and the other 2 books are decoys, but now we're going back and retroactively saying that no, those aren't decoys. Those are actually 3 separate volumes of the Book of the Dead. I feel like that's a little bit of too much revisionist history right there. That's a stretch. But thank you for this channel support. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yes. Vader saying no. Yeah, that one's bad too.
Yeah. But yeah, Bruce Campbell is technically in Evil Dead Rise. He's on the recording.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think we can wrap things up if you want.
Yeah.
I'm a little
I don't know.
hungry.
I kind of want to argue with John P. a little bit because they're the only thing you have to go on is the director saying that, which it's not in the movie, so I'm not buying it. Case closed. End of argument. I win.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just
You're gonna
kidding.
get us canceled. You're gonna get us canceled.
It's a joke.
Jesus. Rest in peace, headphone users. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and wrap it up, though. I got Return of the Jedi to go see because I'm not a fake ass Star Wars fan.
I say we do a live stream broadcasting from the auditorium of watching Return of the Jedi.
I'll do it. I'll stream it to the channel, and hopefully it doesn't get it won't get taken down.
FBI knocking on your door.
It won't get taken down.
That's all right. I still got 34% of 67 people out there.
There you go.
On my side.
See, it's not all that.
How long will it be in theaters? How about that? Can you answer that?
It's till May 4th. I think it was the 28th to the 4th.
I don't know, bro. Might have to squeeze it. I'll have to check my schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to entertain such a waste of time.
You'd rather go see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Ooh! Now, if you think I hate Star Wars, you really won't want to get me started on Marvel.
That's right.
I think everything is trash. I hate everything. I hate entertainment. I don't want to be entertained.
I'm going back to reading scrolls. I'm going to read ancient texts exclusively for my entertainment.
Book of the Dead?
Notoro Damonto. Kanda.
Klaatu. Barada. I said your words, all right?
Nobody said anything about 3 books. Am I supposed to take 1 book or all books? But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with us today. And we'll definitely see you here the same time, same place next week. Justin's got a super secret fun video going live this week.
Tuesday. You better watch it.
Tuesday. And check out my Cal Kestis action figure evolution video.
Yeah.
Just peep that if you haven't.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Peep it.
It's fun. But yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Certainly appreciate you hanging out with us today. And yeah, we will see you next time here on the Lazy Sunday live stream.
Join all our shit.